GM's electric car initiative is hurting the company's bottom line. With its ultra-thin battery technology, GM hoped to outsell Tesla in the electric vehicle industry. Regretfully, things haven't gone as to plan. GM's chief financial officer, Jacobson, has publicly acknowledged that the firm is having difficulties increasing the manufacturing of its Ultium-powered electric cars. The fact that GM is having problems selling the EVs it is producing just makes matters worse. This indicates that, despite producing electric vehicles, the company is not finding as many customers as they had hoped. Come along as we examine the GM EV issues and how they are impacting the company. With a daring development plan for the next years, General Motors GM is leading the electric car market in notable advances. The business intends to launch a number of innovative newer vehicles by the middle of 2024, including the Silverado EV Equinox, Cadillac Escalade IQ, and Celestiq, to name a few. With this diverse array, GM is demonstrating its commitment to electrifying several automotive industry sectors while also striving to meet the requirements and interests of a wide range of consumers. By the middle of 2024, GM wants to have 400,000 EVs produced. GM intends to have a yearly manufacturing capacity of 1 million units by 2025, adding to this ambitious goal. A scale-up of this kind would put GM at the forefront of the electric vehicle market and have a big influence on the direction and future of the industry. GM's goals heavily depend on its investment in battery technology. An important step has been taken with the establishment of a second lithium cell battery plant in Tennessee in partnership with LG Energy Solutions. Having specialized manufacturing facilities guarantees a steady supply of high-quality batteries, which is essential for meeting production objectives and keeping prices reasonable. Batteries are a critical component of electric vehicles. Nevertheless, GM has faced several difficulties in the process. It is a difficult process with many logistical, technological, and regulatory factors to take into account when scaling up EV manufacturing. A few of these obstacles have made it more difficult for GM to increase the number of electric cars it offers. However, GM's dedication to fixing these problems shows how serious it is about making a name for itself in the electric vehicle market. Problems with battery modules, an essential part in the creation of electric cars, lie at the core of these challenges. Jacobson, the chief financial officer of GM, recently discussed the circumstances at an investor presentation. The Cadillac Lyriq and the GMC Hummer EV, two highly anticipated EV cars from GM, have been clouded by these battery module issues. When GM's chief executive officer, Mary Barra, brought up the battery module problems during the company's July second quarter results call, the concerns became widely known. She also revealed at that time that a new Chevrolet Bolt EV was being developed, which further demonstrates GM's commitment to electrification. Still, these battery module issues have consequences that go beyond the present lineup. They have cast doubt on GM's ability to effectively introduce and scale up manufacturing of its upcoming electric vehicles. GM has disclosed an ambitious plan to launch a number of new electric cars, such as the newly launched Cadillac Escalade IQ, the Chevrolet Blazer EV, and the Equinox. GM's Ultium battery platform, which is intended to provide high performance, efficiency, and scalability, serves as the foundation for these next vehicles. This Ultium battery issue might cause GM's electric car plan to be delayed. It has led to underwhelming sales numbers and possible postponements in the introduction of new electric vehicle models. In the first half of 2023, for example, GM only sold 2316 Cadillac Lyriq crossovers and 65 GMC Hummer EV pickup trucks. These numbers fall well short of what GM had anticipated. Even if General Motors is able to manufacture the anticipated quantity of vehicles, selling them will remain a difficulty. Not as many GM cars are selling as the company would like. particularly in the fiercely competitive US market where it faces off against Tesla and Ford. Global sales for General Motors fell by 5.6% in 2022, from 629 million units in 2021 to 5.9 million units. GM's market share decreased in the US as well, going from 16.7% in 2021 to 15.8% in 2022. This reduction may be attributed, in part, to GM's EV's lackluster appeal compared to those of its rivals. The US EV industry is dominated by Tesla in particular, with the Model I and Model 3 being the two best-selling plug-in electric vehicles in 2021. Additionally, Ford's Mustang Mach-E fared well, coming in third place among plug-in electric vehicles in 2021. On the other hand, sales of GM's Chevrolet Bolt were not as high as those of Tesla's Model 3, with just 38,100 units delivered in the US in 2021. In countries like Canada, where people don't appear to be all that excited about EVs, it's much worse. Recent data from a consumer opinion research firm, JD Power, provides insight into Canadian sentiment about electric vehicles. When it comes to their next vehicle, are Canadians willing to purchase an electric vehicle? If so, why? These are the questions that the study seeks to answer. It also contrasts these results with those from the US, where electric vehicles are more widely accepted, according to the June 29th, 2023 study. Just 34% of Canadians are willing to consider buying an electric car as their next vehicle. Compare this to 2022, when 47% of Canadians said they would be interested in buying an electric vehicle. On the other hand, 61% of Americans plan to purchase an electric vehicle this year. The poll highlights a number of issues that contribute to Canadians' diminished enthusiasm for electric vehicles. A significant issue is the price of electric cars, which are still more costly than conventional gas-powered automobiles. Significant problems also include the absence of infrastructure for charging and a stable supply of power in certain areas of Canada. A common concern among Canadians is whether the electricity infrastructure can handle the rise in demand and how simple it will be to charge their EVs. Executives at General Motors have provided some positive updates on the company's manufacturing of electric vehicles in recent months, so all is not lost. The ultimate objective is to switch to a light-duty vehicle portfolio that is exclusively electric by 2035, in keeping with larger industry trends toward environmentally friendly mobility options. Insights into the current production numbers were given by GM CEO Mary Barra, who said that the business successfully produced 50,000 EVs in North America in the first half of the year. But it's important to remember that Chevy Bolts, which are built on an outdated battery design, made up around 80% of total manufacturing. The recent increase in manufacturing suggests a move towards the more sophisticated Ultium platform, which is the cutting-edge technology that GM is currently using to upgrade its EV portfolio. There was also some encouraging news on the status of client bookings and delivery in Mary Barra's statement. By the end of June, GM had received over 2,000 reservations for its much-awaited Lyriq and Hummer EV models, which were already being delivered to dealerships. In addition, a different GM official said that more than 1,000 Lyriq units were sent to clients in July alone, compared to how long it took GM to deliver the first 1,000 Lyriq units. This delivery speed increase is impressive, demonstrating their dedication to improving customer satisfaction and satisfying the rising demand for their electric cars. This is encouraging, but it's obvious that GM has to increase sales, particularly in the US and Canada, or it might soon face bankruptcy. What are your thoughts on this? Tell us in the space provided for comments.